Hi everyone, it's Rax. Got back on the PTR today. Yesterday we showed the Paragon 1000 showcase with Hydra. We murdered a 130 with no problem. And today I said, you want to know what? I'm going to put in my full Paragon level and everyone's playing the Flame Blades spec. And let's showcase the Flame Blades and let's go for rank 1. So at the time there were only 2 150 solos on the PTR. The guy in first, though, had 14,000 Paragons, so it's like, okay, that's crazy. So we'll try with our 8 to see if we can at least get to rank 2. So we have a Lacuni Phase Beast Battlefields. That's pretty ideal. Trying to gather everything forward. You can see I'm using a different rune on Disintegrate. It just helps me tag everything a little bit better. And also, the difference here is I'm going for kind of a shielding build, whereas what you saw me playing last time was not a shielding build. Last time, I was playing with Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose. No shields. This time I'm playing with shields and Squirt's Necklace, so I'm trying to keep that buff up the best that I can. And pretty much the playstyle is exactly the same. You cast your Explosive Blast all the time, and that's going to keep you alive. Magic Weapon keeps you alive. You teleport around to, get where you want to go and go to the Oculus Rings. Black Hole is for more damage. And Disintegrate is just to apply all the burning. And then Spectral Blades is going to deal all of your damage. Now, there's a couple different ways that people have been playing it. Some people play it with Pain Enhancer. Pain Enhancer is going to give you massive attack speed if you have gigantic density. And some people play it with Gogok of Swiftness, which will give you some reliable attack speed, but doesn't have like the crazy values for massive density. In this particular clear, I was playing with Gogok. I tried them both, and I definitely seemed to do more damage with Pain Enhancer, but Gogok felt a lot more consistent. So that's what we will have to decide when you want to put together the build and whether you want to play Hydras or Spectral Blades. A lot of people ask me, Rax, can you please make a guide on the build? Of course I will. I'll make a guide on it. I'll show you every single way you can possibly play it. But one thing that I saw today, guys, is the Firebirds, unfortunately, might be too powerful. I hope Blizzard doesn't nerf it. I don't know what they're going to do, but it might be a bit too powerful. If you can do a 150 at 8k guns and clear it in 13 minutes with only like 2 hours of fishing, it's going to be pretty much the strongest build in the game. I don't see Blizzard letting this go through. And Rob, one of my good friends and one of my Maxroll teammates, if you didn't see his video, he cleared a Rift Guardian as the Rift Guardian killer with Firebirds in 2 seconds. He did a 150 4-man Guardian in 2 seconds. So that's probably too strong, right? That's even stronger than the Satyr. So the reason why I'm not jumping the gun to make a guide, and probably why you shouldn't believe any guide that you might see right now, is this might get changed. And it might be a little bit too strong. I really hope that they don't crucify it like they did with the Necro build. I hope it's still something that we can play. And I guess we'll see what happens. I do like this shield build a lot better than the one I was playing yesterday with Traveler's Pledge and Compass Rose. It just seems like I can survive better. So this is something I'm going to advocate for if we can still play this way going forward. Another thing about this build, which I haven't exactly nailed down yet, is what exactly is the right way to DPS here? Should you go for the trash, or should you just elite hunt? Here, it's probably pretty obvious. Here you want to kill the trash because we have Lacuni Phase Beast, and Lacuni Phase Beast is so valuable that, I mean, it can never be the wrong decision to kill these guys. But I saw some other people that were streaming that they were just essentially elite hunting, and it was going pretty well for them, but I couldn't definitively say it was any better than what I was doing. And I mean, we do get the rank 2 clear here, only behind the 14k Paragon guys, so I mean, it must at least work for the very valuable mob types. But it's something that people are going to have to figure out as, more Firebirds testing is done, is what is the exact optimal way to play this. But to be honest with you, I was very happy to fight just clumps of trash, especially on this mob type, because when I pull a bunch of elites together, I get chain CC'd. I get vortexed, I get knocked back, I get frozen, wormhole, every single possible affix that you can have. When you pull 2 or 3 elites together, even if you can survive, the whole idea of igniting them and spawning an Oculus ring and throwing your black hole and finally teleporting into the Oculus ring during your fire cycle, it's almost impossible to do, because the second you do that, you're going to get CC'd in some way and you can't really control yourself. But as you can see right here, when I just have 1 elite on me and a bunch of trash, they're not really CCing me and I can do what I want. So I'm just chilling in the Oculus ring and getting ready to destroy them. So anyway, yeah, there will be definitely optimizations to this playstyle if it goes through like this. But I have a feeling, even if Blizzard nerfs this build, I have a feeling they will only nerf its damage. I don't think that they're going to nerf the playstyle. So that's good news. And as you can see, my wizard is quite tanky with this setup. So if it goes live like this, even with less damage, I'll make a guide and show you guys exactly how to do this and how to have fun. All right, so we are on our fire cycle. We're in an Oculus ring. We're destroying everything with spectral blades. We have a nice little lead, and we haven't even had a conduit yet. And by the way, this build is incredible at killing the Guardian. Obviously, just told you, Rob killed a 4-player Guardian in 2 seconds. Well, obviously, we're not built for pure RGKing as our solo build, but it's still going to be quite comfy to kill the boss. I don't need any kind of a pylon or anything like that. In fact, you saw me get the power earlier, but I'm perfectly happy to take the power to kill some elites. I don't need any help on the boss. We did get the Condi. How beautiful it is. I just need to get these 3 elites together. And as long as we get something that isn't totally terrible next map, we should be in good shape. So we're zapping everything down. There's some molten explosions. I don't want to get hit by those. Just letting the conduit do the work, and we're helping it out by throwing our spectral blades. There's orbs everywhere. That's what I like to see. Try to knock me back into that molten explosion. Not today, my friend. And we have a nice little lead, and we still have half of our conduit left because the follower is emanating for us. So he's given us not only the flavor of time, but also the NEMs, which gave us the extra elite. So I'm very satisfied just to sit here and zap trash. There's no guarantee that there will be an elite in front of me that I can kill, so I'm okay with just zapping these guys. And now, with this kind of a lead, that is plenty of time to kill the boss. So as long as I can essentially stay even or even lose a little bit of time here, we're going to be just fine. And we can kill these rat collars in a decent amount of time, even on this terrible map. This is absolutely not what I wanted, but we don't need any kind of miracles here. Just want to fight 1 blue at a time and just get them down. So we jump into the Aki. You saw right there, even with 1 elite, when I wanted to jump into the Oculus ring on my fire cycle, the first thing that happened was I got nightmared out of it. Well, when you get nightmared during your fire cycle, it doesn't last that long. You actually lose a ton of damage. It's definitely the most frustrating thing about this build, is getting CC'd during your fire cycle. Anyway, we just keep on burning them. Burn and turn. Throw the black hole. Spectral blades going crazy. You can see the health of the rat collars is going down quite nicely. We should be able to keep time here. So it's cold. I burn everything. I black hole, throw my spectral blades, jump into the Oculus ring, and get nightmared instantly. It's how it always seems to go. It's incredible how perfect of timing these elites always seem to have. Jump into the Aki. Here's fire. Nightmared right on cue. That's the way that it goes every single time, guys. At least for me. Hopefully you guys can be a little luckier than I am. The blues are dead. We're essentially even on time from where we were before. And that's all that we need. Move forward. I see some more blues. Perfect. Now there is a speed pylon still in play that I could go hunt for, but I've already made the mental decision that if this is enough to spawn the boss, I'm just going to go with it. I don't need a speed pylon. I don't need to run around and look for a pylon and waste a bunch of time and not get one. So I'm quite content here just to chill and get these bulls down. And yeah, this was a showcase where we essentially went one elite, one elite, one elite. The only time we fought 3 at a time was when we had a power pylon, so that worked out pretty well. But in general, it has never worked out well for me to pull like 3 elites at the same time. Too much CC, can't do anything, especially if they have frozen. If you get a couple of frozen packs, there's literally frozen all over the floor and you have to dodge it. Because if you get frozen, it's going to ruin everything. So, I mean, it's just the nature of playing Wizard, I guess. You know, you get very lucky when you play classes like Barb and Monk that have like Wrath the Berserker and Epiphany that have permanent immunity. Once you take away that permanent immunity, it's all tears all the time. 95% indicates to me that when we do kill the Savage Beasts, it will be enough to spawn the boss. So I just need to kill this last Mufasa, and let's see how well we can clear a 150 Guardian. It was a very good Oculus Ring spawn. Spawned right under me. It's perfect. Just working on the beast, and here comes the fire cycle. He will die instantly. There's fire. Dead. Grab the orbs, and we have Perdition. Probably a great boss for me. I don't think he can chop through my shield. And he's not going to move. So here we go. Here comes fire right now. Make sure he's burned. I got my black hole up. You can see, even with 0 stricken stacks, already chunking him down nice and easy. And every single fire rotation after is just going to be more and more damage. It's got to be one of the best boss killers in the entire game. As you can see, his health just flying down. Anyway, guys, so we already tested Rathma. There's no information to post there. It's totally terrible. You can play the Bone Spirit if you want, but even that got nerfed. I have no interest in that set at all. Firebirds is really good. Showed you the Paragon 1000 showcase, and we got the rank 2 clear on the PTR just behind the 14k guy for the solo 150. Let's see what Blizzard does with it. The second we have that information, I will release the tier list, I will release the leveling guide, I will release a Firebirds guide, and we will be ready to blast Season 23, which I expect to be out in early April. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and a lot more cool videos are coming. Thank you.